Hi guys, it is Elisa or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on social media. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me. I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I have a Bella Art Day Nicole new release roundup for you guys today. The paintings that I'm going to be talking about in this video have been released on Saturday, January 18th. I'm also going to talk about a couple of paintings that I didn't quite get to from the week prior as well. Here we are on the Bella Art Day Nicole website. So that is their 3D printing business. Then they do have Bella Art Diamonds, which is their diamond painting part of the business. They are all found on the same website. Bella Art Diamonds is considered a premium diamond painting company. They have premium canvases, resin diamonds, hand charting as well. So you can expect a top quality from this company. We are going to take a look at, I believe there are, 5 paintings that were released on Saturday. And then there are a few paintings from the previous release that I was not able to film just due to my health. So I'm going to cover some of them in this video, but here is one for this week. This is titled New Friend. Now, I don't think it has the artist. Oh, here it is. Megan Lynn is the artist of this one. This one is such a cute image. Sorry that the website always does that. I don't know how to stop it from doing that. But here is that artwork there. Isn't that so pretty? That is actually the rendering that we're seeing on the screen. This is definitely one that piques my interest. I think it's a fun one. You've got a lot of color blocking in this one. So big chunks of the same color, which means you're going to be able to use a multi-placer, which I really like doing. So this one is definitely on my radar. I love the clouds have little happy faces, the beautiful butterflies, as well as those flowers are so pretty with happy faces too. So you can get this one in round drills. This one measures 40 by 52 centimeters. It will have 33 colors, including, holy moly, 7 sparkle dust and 2 AB. So sparkle dust is Bella Art Diamonds' version of the mica powder drills. So they have that glittery coating on top. So there's going to be 7 of those plus 2 ABs in here. This one is really going to sparkle. AB wise, I wonder if we would see a yellow in an AB, maybe a pink. I'm not too sure. Maybe white actually in an AB. You have some highlights in the clouds and the unicorn. Sparkle dust. Well, I see pinks. I see yellows. I even see oranges. The purples and blues and the butterflies would look cool with some sparkle dust as well. The whites of the little flowers on the grass would look cool with some sparkle dust or ABs too. This one is just going to be so fun. Now, if you are new to Bella Art Diamonds, you can see that their listings might be a little bit confusing to you. So this one that is in blue right now, this is for the ships from USA collection. So if you choose that one, it's going to ship from their warehouse in the USA. If you are outside of the US, you can see this second one here. This is for example, Canadian or other international orders, and this will drop ship from the factory in China. There is a longer shipping time. And with the Chinese New Year coming up, that will be extended as well. Factories in China tend to close during the Chinese New Year to celebrate that. So there usually is a few weeks of a delay during this time of year. So just take note of that. But if you want to have it drop shipped, this is how you can save some money on customs fees or extra charges on arrival. You will notice that the shipping or the price itself does increase because shipping is included in that price. I really like this image. This is very, very cute and definitely is on my radar, that is for sure. Next up, we've got Koi Carp. This one is by Nicole's Art. I'm not sure if I said her first name right. Hopefully I did. Here is that rendering over here. Beautiful. We've got 2 main fish. We've got a couple, well, not a couple. We've got a tail up there and a head over here. Very pretty. This one has more confetti. I'm just taking a look at the colors. Less color blocking, more color changes, some more confetti. But there are areas where I think you can still use a multi-placer like those lily pads. Some of the areas in the background as well. This one will be offered in a 60 by 60 centimeter. It's going to have 56 colors with 4 sparkle dust and 3 ABs. So it is going to sparkle. I wonder if we would see orange, white ABs in this one, or maybe a green AB as well in the lighter colors here. Sparkle dust. I wonder if they have a black, whoops, now we're zoomed right in. I wonder if they have a black sparkle dust. to highlight some of the spots on these fish. I don't know if that would look good or not, but that is something to consider. I wonder if this white ring in the water here does have some specials just to highlight it a little bit, as well as this one over here. Got some white flowers on the edges, would look cool with some specials, but these lily pads probably have some as well. Again, you can note that there is two options. If you are buying from outside of the US, you want to click this one for drop shipping. I mean, she did say that if you would like to buy from this one and pay your shipping and your customs and duties and do it that way, you are welcome to choose that one, but it tends to be cheaper by clicking the drop shipping option. You do tend to save some more money that way. I've not tested it out for certain from this shop, but I have experienced it before. Next up, we've got Field Night 1. I actually really like this painting. This one is by George Urbina. Here is that original artwork. Let's just click it here. Look at the colors in the sky. Isn't that absolutely beautiful, and all those pretty flowers? Here we have the rendering there. I think they did a great job in choosing the colors. That sky just takes my breath away. It is so, so pretty. This one is going to be in square diamonds. It's going to measure 60 by 60 centimeters and have 50 colors with 5 ABs. I'm sure we'll see a lot of ABs in the sky, probably some in the whites or the blue for the stars. Then we've got pink and purple and light blue. Maybe that moon back there would have some as well. I don't know if they would have enough to put some in the flowers, but that would look pretty. That sky is just so pretty. It really does take my breath away. I absolutely love those colors when paired together. Tarot of the Owls, the Star. This one is by Elizabeth Alba. Let's go back here. Here is that rendering on the side. Let's click the original artwork. There is that original artwork there. So an owl flying in the sky. I think the rendering suits that artwork. It looks nearly identical to the original. When you go back and forth, you don't really see much difference at all. So that is really good. This one will be in a 37 by 60 centimeter size, 41 colors, including 3 sparkle dust and 3 AB. I wonder if we would see some sparkle dust or even AB in all of that pink outlining it, and in the, I'm going to call it fairy dust in the tail there, along with the blues. I'm sure we'll have a white sparkle dust and maybe even a white AB. We can use some of it in the owl's feathers and then some in the stars as well. And then they do look like they have like a lime, not a lime, but like a light minty green. I wonder if we would see some special diamonds in that as well. Very pretty artwork. I think this one is going to be, let's see. I think you do have some color blocking in this one. I'm just trying to look in the background. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the dark colors, but yeah, I do think you have some color blocking, so areas where you can multi-place, and then in the owl itself, there are lots of areas of line blocking, so you can get away with a smaller multi-placer and whip through that fairly quickly. So I think this one would work up quite quickly. And the last new one for this past Saturday, the 18th release is Rest in Pieces. This one is funny. This one is by David Lozau. I'm very sorry if I've mispronounced that. Here is that artwork there. Lots of confetti in this one. You can see that background is sprinkled with tons of different colors. They do have some hand charting in here as well. But yeah, you do see some computer charting too, and that's just the nature of the image. Let's look at the original artwork. There it is there. Lots of colors and just softer rendering style as well. When we click the rendering, I think they did a fantastic job. That dog's face looks really good too. We've got the owl, the moon up here. Actually, is that moon a banana? No, it looks like a banana, but no, it's a moon with a skull in its face up there. Then we've got all of the buried stuff here as well. The one thing I'm noticing that kind of bothers my eyes a little bit is how bold this E is compared to the rest of the letters, and I just kind of went back to this one. It doesn't look any different in here, so maybe I would change that. I would make it just one layer instead of two to match the other letters. That's just something that I noticed. It really stands out to my eyes, but that's the only thing I see that I might add a change to. The rest all looks really cool. It's funny, this little kitty is buried down here as well. If I didn't say, I don't think I said, this one is 60 centimeters by 76 centimeters with 52 colors, including 4 ABs. Not too sure which colors they would choose as an AB. There's lots of details in this image. I do wonder if the moon would have some ABs though. Maybe some ABs on the flames of the candles up here. Maybe some ABs incorporated in some of this stuff, but I'm not too certain with this kind of artwork where they would put that. This artwork style is very unique and it is pretty popular in diamond painting as well. I do like that you can see a softer rendering in this one compared to other diamond paintings. They've really done or mastered that softer rendering as well as a crisper rendering too, so that's really nice to see. Now, I am going to talk about some of the other ones. These ones were released like probably a week or two ago, and as I said, I just was not able to get a roundup up, so I did want to give them some spotlight here. So we've got Seasons, Flowers, Summer. If I'm not mistaken, there's a few different options, like there's a spring one, and I think there's an autumn one, is there? Could be wrong, but you could be able to find them. I wonder if I click Tony, yeah, it would come down here. So here's some of this artist artwork. Yeah, there's a spring one here, autumn, and then summer. So I'm sure we'll get a winter at some point as well. But here is the summer one. Lots of color blocking in this one. You can tell that this one is probably 100% hand charted, just with all of the crisp lines, clean colors, and blending. This one is going to work up fairly quickly, so it would be a nice project in between bigger ones. It is in square diamonds, measuring 45 by 45 centimeters with 43 colors, including 5 ABs in that one. I wonder if we'd see some ABs in the sunflower petals, maybe some in the green, maybe some incorporated in her hat or the ribbon on her hat. I'm just trying to think where else. Maybe some yellows in the leaves up around here too. I don't know if the word summer would be in an AB. I can't quite remember if they did that in another one. I don't know why my mind is telling me they did, but I have no idea how I would know that, so I'm not quite sure. And yeah, artist is Tony Callio. Hopefully I said that right. Next up, we got Fantasy Nerd. This one is by Mystic Scribbles. Let's click on that original artwork. There you go, so you can see that. And then let's go back to the rendering. It looks nearly identical to me, so they did a great job with that one. Square diamonds, 50 by 54 centimeters, 45 colors, including 4 ABs. In a painting like this with a lot of neutral colors, I'm not very good at guessing where the ABs would be. Quite honestly, I do wonder if we'd see some in some of the white symbols. Would they have some green in the leaves? I'm really not sure, you guys, because it has an overall very neutral hue, so I'm really bad at guessing that. Lots of color blocking in the background, and then yeah, I think this one is majority color blocking. You can tell it's 100% hand charted, or I can tell it is 100% hand charted as well. This one is actually really pretty. Gamer Made is the name of it, and it's by Mary Mahushuju. Really hope I did not butcher that. Here is that artwork there. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? I love the colors in this one. Let's look at the original. There it is. Some of my favorite flowers in here too. We've got some keyboard keys down here, gamer control. She's wearing a mic set as well. There's that rendering. I think the rendering did a good job. I like the use of the letters up at the top, and the blending of those two colors looks really pretty. This one will measure 55 by 69 centimeters with 51 colors, including 5 sparkle dust and 2 AB. So it is going to be blingy. I do wonder if we'd see the ABs up in Gamer Made up at the top. I think that would be really pretty. Maybe some sparkle dust too, because I wonder if it's meant to look a bit gold. Let's look back there. It's hard to tell if it's meant to be metallic-y, but at the top it would look really pretty. Her hair would look pretty with some special diamonds as streaks in there. These flowers probably have some AB or sparkle dust in them as well. They've got the yellow and the pink. I think sparkle dust would look really pretty in there. I wonder if her tail will have some, and her fins on the end of her tail as well. This image is very pretty. You've got lots of color blocking in the background, line blocking everywhere else. Definitely can tell it's been hand charted. Next up, we've got Open Space. This one is by Millie Honeycutt, and if I'm not mistaken, this is a relative of the owner. Here we have that artwork. Let's look at the original. Just let it pop up. There we go. So we can see these 2 eagles. One is flying, one is sitting. We've got mountains in the background, some trees down here as well. Here is the rendering. Looks pretty darn good. Pretty close to that original artwork. This is a softer rendering, so we don't see lots of big, thick black lines. Very much of a softer rendering, which I think suits this artwork well. We've got the 2 eagles here too. This one will be in a 54 by 70 centimeters, 49 colors with 5 ABs. I can't begin to guess where those ABs are because, again, there's lots of browns and neutral colors in this one, but I do wonder if we'd see some of them in the eagle, maybe the whites of the eagle at least, some in the trees perhaps. I don't know if we'd see any in the sky, but that is somewhere you could add some white ones as well. I guess I could start reading. They do have a description as well on the website. A majestic eagle perches on a barren branch overlooking a rugged canyon landscape where autumnal hues and tranquil waters contrast against towering rock formations under a cloudy sky. I just noticed that they do a description as well. I might as well read that. Beginning of spring is the next one here. This one is by Millie Honeycutt as well. A serene springtime landscape unfolds with a glassy pond reflecting pastel skies surrounded by vibrant blooms and lush greenery in a dreamlike harmony. Here is that artwork there. Let's look at the original. There we go, beautiful, lots of pretty flowers framing the front of it. We've got the stream there with reflections from the trees. This is a softer rendering as well. You don't see a lot of crisp lines. So I think they mimicked the original artwork very well. Did I say the size of this one? I am blanking here. 70 centimeters by 46 centimeters, 59 colors, including 5 ABs. Well, I do wonder if we'd see a lot of those ABs in the flowers, in the bushes back here, maybe the trees as well. I do think this artwork does have more confetti. If we zoom in there, you can see all of those color changes, and that's usually typical of a softer rendering as well because you want those colors to really blend in together. Paintings with softer renderings tend to look better from a little bit more of a distance than their, hand-rendered crisp line counterparts. The Queen's Sword. This one is by Li Yan. Oh, that's one of my favorite artists here at Bella Art Diamonds. A radiant woman adorned with a crown of lavender blooms and dressed in golden hues holds a shimmering sword, her gaze exuding strength and elegance amidst a soft ethereal glow. That is beautiful. Here's that original artwork. Take a look. Gorgeous, beautiful flowers on her head, gorgeous yellow dress. I think the rendering suits that original artwork. They have copied it quite well, and that is always the goal in diamond painting. We've got lots of hand charting in this one. Still some softer lines, and that's just because the nature of all of the dark hues used in here. I think her dress really stands out, the sword she is holding, as well as those purple flowers on top of her head. This one is in 55 by 55 centimeters, 50 colors with 4 ABs. Well, I do wonder if that sword would have some ABs in it. Maybe this kind of orb-like element here around her hand. I would hope that there's some purple ABs in those flowers, maybe some yellow in her dress too. Next one is titled Elixir Bubbles. This one is by Gully Draws. A whimsical young witch balances bottles of enchantments in a swirl of magical pastel light, her charm and confidence shining through. This one is very, very cute. 50 by 60 centimeters, 57 colors, including 5 sparkle dust and 2 AB. Here is the original artwork here. There we go. And then let's look at the rendering. I think they did a phenomenal job on that. You do have softer lines, but look how they blended all of these colors in the background, like surrounding her. I think they did a phenomenal job there. Her face is hand charted, looks beautiful. Her dress, her body, the whole center image is hand charted. The potions up above as well. I think that's beautiful. Just reminding myself, 5 sparkle dust and 2 AB. So I do wonder if we would see some sparkle dust in all of that background. I think in those different colors would look very pretty. Some ABs in these little white kind of stars or fairy dust. Let's zoom back out. All these little stars here would look cool with some AB in it too. So yeah, I do think we'd see a white AB. I'm wondering what the other AB color would be versus the sparkle dust. I do wonder if like the purples, the pinks, the yellows back here are all sparkle dust. I wonder if we would see, I don't know where we'd see that next AB. Maybe in the pinks on her hat here. Let's see, yeah, we've got some seaweed kind of going around here and a little crab up there, so maybe incorporated in there. That is just a very light guess, though. 2 more to go over, and then I think we are caught up because we're back at Hannah Lynn. The Hummingbird by David Lozau. A vibrant hummingbird hovers delicately before crimson blossoms, its iridescent feathers shimmering against a dreamy cosmic gradient of purples and blues. There is that rendering there. We'll click on the original artwork. Lots of soft lines and very soft blendings of colors. So when we look at the rendering, I think they did a good job on rendering that. This one is going to be big, actually, 95 by 45 centimeters. So of course it's going to be 95 in width. 49 colors with 3 sparkle dust and 4 8Bs, so it's going to be absolutely loaded. I can't even begin to guess where they would put them all. I do wonder if the yellows in these flowers would have some, the reds in the actual petals. Hummingbird maybe has some in the background. I don't know. I think it's going to be sprinkled everywhere. I really like the rendering of this one. They kept the background nice, soft, and blended. So you're going to have a lot of confetti if we zoom in there. Lots of color changes in small areas just to keep that style to look as close to the original artwork as possible. Again, if we go over here, we can see all of those color changes as well. Next up, Love You S'more. I love that name. Mark Hadley is the artist. 2 whimsical horned bear-like creatures roast marshmallows by a campfire under the glowing green aurora borealis, framed by a heart-shaped light and a mystical forest. Here we go. Those guys are cute. Kind of scary, but still cute. Very neat piece of artwork. 50 by 60 centimeters, 60 colors with 4 sparkle dust and 4 AB. Here's that original artwork so you can see, and here is the rendering. They do a really great job on their renderings at making them look nearly identical to the original artwork, so I have to, congratulate them on that. They do a phenomenal job. I do wonder if we'd see some ABs in the fire. It's a very commonplace. Probably some AB and sparkle dust in the aurora borealis back there. The color in the eye of the mask kind of looks like it's glowing too, especially in the original artwork there. So I do wonder if we'd see some specials in there. Maybe some specials sprinkled in the greenery just to make it kind of stand out a little bit from the light of the fire. I think that campfire looks phenomenal, actually. Very great job. Now I'm kind of wanting to go back and read the little blurbs of the ones that released this week. This one says, a cheerful unicorn surrounded by smiling flowers, butterflies, and cute clouds set against a bright blue sky filled with sparkles. This one is probably my favorite for this week's release. Let's take a read of the koi, a serene and vivid depiction of koi fish swimming gracefully through a pond surrounded by lush green lily pads and delicate white lotus flowers capturing the calm beauty of nature. Field Night 1, a breathtaking landscape bathed in the glow of a colorful star-filled sky with vibrant wildflowers blanketing the foreground and majestic mountains in the distance, creating a tranquil and magical atmosphere. Tarot of the Owls, a cosmic scene depicts a graceful owl soaring through a galaxy surrounded by sparkling stars and ethereal hues of pink, blue, and green, evoking a sense of otherworldly beauty. That really is beautiful with those pinks in there. And this one, a whimsical and eerie graveyard scene blends humor and spookiness with a skeletal dog guarding a tombstone that reads, "Rest in pieces," amidst scattered bones, candles, and a starry, surreal sky night. So that is it for the roundup this week. The first 5 images here, these 4, and then Rest in Pieces were the ones released just this Saturday on the 18th. And then the other ones I went through were released the week previously, and then we're all cut up with the Hannah Lynn's. Let me know what artwork here caught your eye. Is anything going on your wish list or your buy list? As I said, I really like this unicorn, and she's definitely going on my wish list for the future. Let me know which one is your favorite as well. All of the paintings on their website right now are all available for purchase, so you can go ahead and head over there. I will have a link for their website in the video description down below. If you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do so. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. My goal is to help Bella Art Diamonds with a roundup every time they have a release, of course, health permitting. They release their paintings as they receive them, and I believe they usually try to have their releases at 5 p.m. Mountain on Saturdays, so I'll have the roundup sometime within the next day or two following that. So if you turn on the notifications for my channel, you'll be notified when it does pop up. You can also follow Bella Art Diamonds on their Facebook, their Instagram. They also have a Facebook group where you can join. If you need any diamond painting accessories like trays, you can also find them in their categories up at the top here and purchase your trays as well. If you are buying from drop shipping option, the trays are going to have to ship separately because the trays ship from their USA address. So just be aware of that. If you are international and you are going to choose the drop shipping option for diamond paintings, which would be the outside of US one, that is going to ship separately from the trays. You could always opt to get your diamond paintings sent to them this way and then have them both sent in the same package. However, there may be customs as well on top of that. So just be aware. There's kind of pros to cons to both ways. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, happy diamond painting, you guys. Bye!